I've been really sick before, and I don't like it. It's not fun. It's not a fun experience. And also, people. Well, it's not winter that makes you sick, right? It's like all the fucking. Because winter has lower humidity, there's less particulates in the air, so there's less shit that can get you sick. Yeah, that's just like, but that's lifestyle and dietary. Like if you're not hydrating and you're not living a healthy life, then you're gonna get sick when it rains. You're gonna get sick when all that. But what the real problem is, it's all these breeders and boomers like just spreading disease everywhere they go. Have you noticed that? Like they bring their kids everywhere. Like they have to bring their kids to the DMV. They have to bring their kids to like the mall. They bring their kids everywhere. And then the kids are like sneezing and farting on everything, and they're all like sick with like the fucking plague. Like they have the Black Death, and they're just spreading everything, and that's what they do. Like that's their life. That's what they enjoy doing. And it's disgusting. But like you can't do anything about it because like, that's their whole life is just, shitting out kids, right? That's what they like to do with their free time. God bless, if that's what you like, it's America, it's a free country, as long as you're not hurting nobody. If you want to have like 600 kids, then fine. Go off. But like I just I just think that, there's a limit to how many children that, you should have. And I think these people are over the limit. When you can't listen, when you have 7 children and you can't remember the names of your own kids, and your kids get lost in the mall, and then other families with 5+ children accidentally take those kids because they think they're their kids, that's a problem. I've seen that happen twice. Twice. Both times it was at the mall. Like, when you have so many kids that you can just leave one and it's not a big deal, you have too many kids. You need to like, have your breeder license revoked. And when you can't even remember the names of your own kids, or you confuse your kids with other people's kids, that is a problem. Okay? Like that's not good. I'm talking about all these people that keep having like 100 fucking kids, and then the kids get like they start wandering around and knocking things off the shelves, and they start like wiping their boogers on stuff, and it's like, bro, like, and then the kids start screaming and they get lost. Like, you'll have the family spread out across 3 floors of the mall, and the mom is just like just doesn't care because she can just have another one. She's proven that she can just keep having kids, and it's not going to matter. It's not going to affect her. So what's the point? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so you don't have to worry about any of that. But let me tell you, man, it's absolutely fucking wild. They cannot stop. They're like the Terminator. Like it just keeps going. They just cannot stop. They cannot resist the the urge to reproduce ad nauseum and then make that everybody else's problem. What I do in that situation is I avoid stepping on all the little demon spawn and crotch goblins that they have perplunking and ping ponging around the store. No, no, these are white people. No, 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 bro. At least where I live, there aren't any black people that have like 20 kids. No, 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 no. This is like people of Walmart, like American, like Bible Belt white folks. Like these are like white people that have, kids named Spranyard and Clay and Toby, right? And Keith and Timothy. Like these are like the when you go to like a fucking Trump rally, these are the people you see. Or actually no, that's not fair. Like remember the Duggar family? What was it called? What was the show? Like 12 and Counting or something. Like it was just family that just had like a shitload of kids, right? And it turned out that like they were part of some kind of movement called the Quiverful movement, and the whole point of the movement was to just reproduce and have lots of kids. That's basically what I'm talking about. Is like they cannot stop. Like these okay, so these here's the thing. These women do not have periods, okay? Because they don't have an opportunity. Yeah, they don't have an opportunity to menstruate. So they save money on menstrual products and they spend that money on diapers because they're perpetually always pregnant. They're always having kids. And it's just there's nothing that we as a society can do without infringe. There's no. Here's the thing, it is a free country. These people pay taxes. They buy retail products. They are good for the economy. They are just not good for my mental health. No, all these people I'm talking about are well, it's not about self-control, right? Like if you have 5 kids, you clearly know. Oh, go ahead. Sorry. Oh, okay. But see, here's the thing, though. A lot of these people make too much money. They make too much money for to get that. Well, I don't know anything about that. That's not my lived experience, right? Like the people I'm talking about are no, what I'm saying is I'm talking about when I worked upstairs, right? And I'm talking about like all demographics. It wasn't like you could narrow it down to one specific demographic, and if you had to, it would be just like random normal white people, like your average garden variety, like your normal ass, like this is middle America, like the salt of the earth types, right? Like farmers and shit. These were the people that would just, for whatever reason, maybe it's a religious thing, maybe be fruitful and multiply. That's their. But they would just have so many kids, dude, and they wouldn't even know whose kids they had with them. Like the kids would get confused. Like the one kid was following around the wrong family and he didn't realize until he was halfway across the mall. And then he started screaming. And then security had to get involved because they thought it was a kidnapping. And it wasn't a kidnapping. The kid just literally got confused as to whose parents were his. And the family got confused as to whose kid was theirs because they already had 8 of them. So like it was just one of those really wacky situations where you're like, damn, bro, like maybe you have too many. Maybe you should take it easy. And then I was watching that Megan Kelly show. Holy shit, that lady is fucking nuts. She is completely out of her fucking mind. Like there's she's that's the blonde one, yes. And she had all these little Mean Girl clones of her on her show. They're all like these old spinsters that were like getting all riled up about Sports Illustrated, and the one girl was talk. Yeah, she used to be, but then she left. I guess she left Fox because like I guess it was. I think she was right, and she good for her for like standing up. I don't know like the details. I just know that she stood up to somebody. I think it was Murdoch or something, and there was a big fucking brouhaha. Well, there was like, let's be real. On Fox, there's a lot of people that got fired for being creepy. That O'Reilly is gone. Fucking, that's Murdoch. Oh, there's another fat. Listen, fat guy who did bad things to women does not narrow it down. Roger Ailes? Yeah. Roger Ailes. Yeah, but like, my point is, the way Roger Ailes and Murdoch look, like the way these women look, that's the demographic I'm talking about that is having all these kids because they're very staunchly of the belief that like this is the correct way to live your life and you have to have 20 children to be close to God, and that's why we have this problem. But I was watching the show. Well, maybe it's just the area I live in. Yeah, because they have careers, right? Like you want to focus on your career. Absolutely. Career is important. Yeah. Yeah, funny how that works. Um, so here's my issue. Yeah, no, you're right. No, I understand the government is, you know, partially to blame here. Well, responsible breeding is a whole separate argument. Like, I'm just gonna accept the fact that, like, if I want to make money and I want to keep retail stores open because I invest financially in a lot of these stores, then I need people to be shopping, and the people that are going to shop are going to be the people that like are just having like 100 kids, right? Why is this guy shooting at me? Oh, he's a fucking dumbass. Well, this guy's chasing me down. Look at that. Yeah, Sapphire's pretty good. I fucking love sneaking into enemy bases, planting cordium bombs, and raising hell. Fucking love it. Every second of it. This is the best update to PlanetSide that they've ever released. Like, full stop. Literally the best. Pretty good one. Whatever the fancy AMD one is, that's the one I have. Oh, I'm gonna fuck this guy's base up. I am gonna fuck this guy up. This guy is so fucking toast. This guy is fucking toast. I have all I need right here. What I don't have is an abundance of cordium. Yeah, facial hair, acne, anger, paranoia, mood swings, hot flashes. A whole bunch of unpleasant stuff, which is why I stopped taking it. Yeah, naturally I can make my own testosterone just fine, yeah. I'm at last test I had, they were at 650, whatever it's mgdl or ppm, whatever the thing is that they use. Yeah, they were at a. Well, I do a lot of cardio, right? And I have a high intensity, work life where I'm working 47 hours a paycheck, so. Yeah, so are you familiar with the SRY gene? So basically, it's like part of the like the tippy top of the chromosome, and it's responsible for like basically telling your body how to like do things in terms of like development and secondary sex characteristics. And sometimes that gets a little wonky, little silly, little. No, I was producing it fine, but it wasn't consistent, and my body was extremely sensitive to androgens in general. So, like, it would convert excess androgens to like other things. Like in the adrenal pathway, you can convert cholesterol to cortisol or to estrogen or to progesterone. I don't have the graph in front of me, but like basically, there's this fucking Rube Goldberg machine of like chutes and ladders of like where different different things can be converted into other things, and if you have an excess of one or the other, the body kind of tries to compensate for it, and that can be bad because even though you can have a lot of testosterone, uh, it can still be like not working properly. It's hard to explain. I was tested for a whole bunch of stuff. They tested me for Klinefelters twice, and each time they weren't able to rule out low-level mosaicism. And for insurance purposes, it's negative, right? But practically, uh, the treatment you would use doesn't really change, right? Like in my situation, whether the test result was positive or negative doesn't change what we're going to be doing in terms of like treatment. So it's a moot point. I just have to eat healthy, avoid, alcohol. I have to drink lots of water, get lots of sleep. Um, I'll live a full life. I just have to be, cognizant of the fact that I'm a little bit different than other people, you know. Like I can have kids if I want. I just don't want kids. Like I said, I can't stand all the people having children everywhere. Like there's too many people, so like I could have kids, but I don't want to. And healthcare in this country being what it is, it's probably not a good idea for anybody to be having kids who has a condition like mine. You okay, Joey? I can't believe I fucking stabbed this guy again. I am just fucking hell dunking this guy. I don't identify as an Enderman.
Okay, well that's what people are telling me. That's the only reason I'm asking.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta go. I'll be back.